Welcome to episode 36 of America's Loudest Podcast. This is Not That Damn Show. Holy crap, it's been a crazy week. There's a lot I want to talk about today, a lot of stuff we want to get to. There's freedom of speech stuff happening. I got a new game I want to play with you guys. We got news. We got all kinds of stuff that we're going to get into. But first, I want to tell you guys something that happened to me as we kind of go around the round table and see how everybody's week was. Yesterday, I was driving through my neighborhood, and we had the kids in the car. I think we were going to check out the Halloween store and go over to Barnes and Noble and whatever. And we get to a stop sign, and it's our turn to go. And we look to the left, and we see some douchebag in a freaking huge Cybertruck flying down the road in my neighborhood. My neighborhood, it's a neighborhood. It's not just like a regular main road. Flying down the road, doing at least 50, maybe even more. Blows right through the stop sign. If we would have went, that dude would have fucking T-boned us.
Dang.
Asshole.
Yeah. Why does everybody that drives a Cybertruck have to be an ass? You don't like, you could drive the truck, you could drive a Tesla, I don't care, but you don't have to drive it like it's a BMW. What's wrong with you?
I don't know, but I'm not saying anything about the truck itself. I mean, the interior looks whatever, but the outside just looks terrible, and I think that people might assume that because they spent all this money on this truck, they just own the road. Because they're stupidly expensive, and they look stupid.
I don't really say that I've had any issues with them on the highway, but I'm just saying the truck overall looks stupid.
It does.
My daughter points it out. She's like, look at that piece of shit. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
It looks like a Roblox vehicle or something.
Yeah.
Like, it looks not real.
There's like maybe 2 or 3 in this town, and every time I see it, I'm like, there goes our village idiot.
That's actually a good question. How many Teslas do you guys have? Is there a lot of people driving Teslas in your area?
Teslas, yes. Cybertrucks, 2 or 3.
Might see quite a bit over here, but we're a different type of...
we get it. You live in the rich neighborhood.
You live in the rich area. That's right.
Yeah, I see a lot
Which,
of them.
again, makes no sense. You don't belong there.
But when I went to Ohio, there was, like, no Teslas.
Really?
Yeah, it was a kind of a weird culture shock going. Like, I'm from Ohio, but California, they're everywhere. You guys know this. But then, and you go to Ohio, it's like barely. I would see one maybe every 70 cars or something. That's how little. Maybe every 100 cars. It was crazy.
Well, there are Tesla vehicles here. There are basically no charging stations. I can only think of one, and it's in a Walmart parking lot. So if you drive a Tesla in Panama City, you're charging it at home because there are no places to charge it at all.
Fuck that.
There's so many here.
I think the nearest Tesla dealership from where Ed and I live, which we still live an hour and 20 minutes apart or so. I think
Depends
it's
on
still
who's driving. I can get to you in 50 minutes.
No, you can't. I think it's another hour further down. I think it's like going to be towards Pensacola before I could ever find one. Maybe Tallahassee, but that's 3 hours from me.
Fuck that.
Me and the girls always play how many white Teslas can we spot when we go out to the
they're
mall.
all white too. Why are they all white?
Everywhere.
That's insane.
But I would never own a white car because I don't wash my car very often, so it would just look like crap after a week.
I love white cars. All my cars.
No, I
I
don't.
was going to say, Mikey loves his white cars.
I'm racist. That's all I want is a white car. Everything's white in my life.
My truck is just dirty, and I love it that way. I'm like, yeah, we ain't washing this fucking thing.
Why would you wash your car in Florida? It's going to rain in 20 minutes.
That's true. That's true. So how's everybody's week? I don't know if anybody.
How are you?
What are you mad about?
Oh, no.
3 nights in a row, I had thousands of dollars potentially to win because I don't. People think like, oh,
so you could
don't
blow
bet
it on
your
more
life.
Stupid shit.
Yes, exactly. They're like, but don't bet your life savings. I'm like, A, I don't have a life savings, and B, I throw out $10 a bet every once in a while. All 3 nights, thousands of dollars were in my hand, and each game came down to 1 point. That is not mathematically logical.
That's fair.
Unfortunate.
Thursday it was 1 point, Friday it was 1 point, and yesterday's Miami and Florida game was 1 fucking point.
Oh, no.
I'd be like $6,000 richer right now if everybody would have just done their fucking job.
Jerks.
I know.
What was your bet? Because Miami was favored by 7, but they won more than 7.
They needed a bigger, like I bet a bigger spread than that. They were 1 point behind, and I wasn't just gonna buy stupid shit. I was planning on getting us that at least one billboard somewhere, just so I could say that I invested in the show and write it off on my taxes.
No, of course, it's a tax write-off.
You wouldn't know how to do that. You probably owe the government.
I don't have to know how to do it. I have somebody that does my taxes for me.
TurboTax.
TurboTax. Yeah, TurboTax for me too.
Whatever, it works.
All right, well,
it works.
Y'all do you.
So I gotta know. I haven't really looked at the Patreon, but I'm wondering, does Stroke have to wax his asshole? Does anybody know?
What was the original number? Then where we at? Are we close?
I think we actually have to get. I think we might be like a few people away. Maybe we should extend it. I don't know.
So we're just saying is at any point when we get to that, instead of the cutoff time.
You have a cutoff date. It was something coming up, and you said,
I don't think we need to. I think we make the rules. We can just.
It's our show.
Oh yeah, we
definitely
Wait, this is my asshole we're talking about. We had a date set, not an agreement.
We have a date with your asshole.
I'll sue every fucking one of you.
Also,
your point is valid.
We're a team. This is our asshole.
This is not our asshole.
No, it's my asshole.
I don't.
But no, we may have to
Strokes
extend.
asshole
We may have to extend.
Wait, we don't have to. We got to agree on that. Where we at?
Okay, do we all agree? Raise your hand. Yes. Okay.
This ain't the majority rules. This is my asshole. No one gets my asshole. This is
not
rape.
a democracy.
You know who did not get a? You know who didn't get a voice when they were getting electroshocked? Sorry, buddy.
Poor Ian.
I can't argue with that.
Yeah, but I can still argue about my asshole.
You guys can argue whatever you want to.
That's nice.
You guys are basically trying to get me like a rape or something. It's like, yeah, we voted. We're gonna extend the date for your asshole to get touched.
Okay, first of all, that's weird
rape.
because nobody ever votes on rape. That's not a thing.
Well, we can, and that's what we do on this show. We vote on dumb
we
things
cannot.
like rape.
Even though if it's that, we're not going to vote on that. It's wrong.
Oh my God, Mikey! Someone's going to isolate your vocal. Your vocals.
I know.
We vote on rape.
We vote on rape here.
Yeah, but this is more hygienic than anything. I mean, this is for your benefit.
We're looking out for you.
It's medical.
Exactly.
It's medical. It's gonna.
It's good for you.
It's
Good.
yeah.
Find me some medical reasons why my asshole wax is good for me.
Don't think we won't. Also, I would like to think we're also doing this for your relationship because the couple that waxes together stays together.
I don't know if she waxes her asshole. I don't.
Is she there?
No, we're talking about yours.
All right, Stroke, here, let's talk about it. Medical reasons for you to get your butthole waxed. All right, first of all, hygiene. All right, less hair can mean fewer places for sweat to kind of hang, bacteria to build up, stuff like that. Skin conditions, for people who have any sort of weird skin conditions, you got to get waxed. It'll definitely help you. I don't know how your skin is.
Exfoliation. I'm looking at this now. Yeah,
you can It's good moisturizing.
Yes.
Chafing is big in Florida, so this will help with the chafing and
cosmetic
Shave in
reasons.
my asshole. I don't shave in my asshole.
I'm just telling you, this is what you also can prevent parasites from happening.
I don't have parasites in my asshole.
You don't know because you can't see your asshole. So,
but if you get it waxed, you won't have to worry about it.
You guys make it sound like she's gonna wax and a bunch of worms are gonna come out.
We don't know.
Could you imagine how fucking gross that would be? What if you were the wax person doing that? You ripped it off and worms started going out of there.
Oh my God, that's
It's like a dumpster.
Disgusting.
It's like a trash can that you haven't opened a while. You look at it, there's no but maggots in there.
Oh my God,
that is just so horrible.
That's it.
Why
That's
would
disgusting.
You say that?
I'd be shitting
Jesus
parasites, so I think I would recognize.
You would know, yeah. I think if you were.
And with that, we're off to the races.
Yeah. Okay, Jen, how was your week?
It was good. It was actually not as busy as last week, which was nice. But Maisie made a new team, and so that's been crazy. Yeah. She made a new fast pitch team, so we've been driving all. Yeah. They're far though. They're in Elk Grove, so we're having to make a little bit of a trek. Yeah, like 3 days a week. So
not a fan of Elk Grove.
Me either.
It's actually funny. I'm sorry that I bring this stupid Cybertruck guy up again. I posted a picture of this truck on Facebook and on Instagram, and I will tell you should go look. There is multiple people that have seen this asshole drive around the town from Elk Grove to way over on the other side of Sacramento, and they're all like, he can't park, he can't drive.
So he's a dick.
He's just a dick. This guy's just a dick, and it's very specific that you know that it's his because he has this ugly ass graphic on the back.
I saw that graphic. I was like, what a douche.
That's how everybody knows that that's the guy.
Now everybody knows you're an asshole because unless you go out of your way to alter your Cybertruck by getting it, repainted or you buff it to make it even shinier, nobody knows that's you because the windows are tinted and you can just be anonymous.
Yep.
But once you go out of your way to make yours stand out, now you're that asshole.
Yep, everybody knows asshole, jerk face.
Dick.
So I have a question for everybody. Has anybody ever been fired for something they said?
Yeah.
Been very close a couple times, but been suspended.
Okay, hold on. We'll get to your suspension. Jen, what did you get fired for?
once upon a time, I worked at Mercedes-Benz when I was like freshly out of high school. And I was basically, it's kind of a fucked up story, but there was this guy there. He was a total creeper, and he kept asking me out on dates, and I was like, absolutely not. You're fucking weird. I had a boyfriend at the time too, and I was like, no thanks. So anyways, I kept turning him down, and I kind of humiliated him in the lunchroom one day.
Oh, how?
This is good.
I was just like, I don't even remember exactly what I said, but I was like, you don't even deserve to like breathe the same air that I do. Like, because he was just fucking,
you don't even get to smell. You don't even deserve to smell my stink.
Yeah, you don't get to smell my ass, basically. Like, he was just such a dick. He was just such a dick. And I like I said, I don't even remember exactly the terminology, but I basically belittled him in the lunchroom because he just wouldn't leave me the fuck alone. So he decided to go directly to my boss and say that I called him the hard R.
Oh.
What the fuck?
Wow.
And
The hard R.
You know what the hard R is.
Are you serious?
Retarded?
No, dummy. The N-word with the hard
N-word.
R.
Yeah, and I have never said that shit ever, especially
No, that's
not
a
at my
terrible word.
Mercedes-Benz job. But I totally belittled the guy, and it was like a no tolerance policy.
Oh, yeah,
and
this is
so
done.
they called me in, and I was like, I can't even dispute this. Like, there was other people that were like, nope, absolutely not. Like, he feels threatened, and this is a racist thing that you've done. And I was like, I didn't do that. That's not what happened. And they're like, we don't even want to hear about it. They wouldn't let me have my story.
Oh my God.
Yeah, fired right on the spot.
Well, that's like Odyssey. All somebody
Zero
had to say
tolerance.
was anything. I could have would have
Yeah.
said somebody touched
Yeah.
my ass and they'd been like, whatever. But if a woman would have said the opposite, it would have been like, boom. And
out the door.
everybody could have been there and said it didn't happen.
Yeah.
But you could be fired.
What have you
Yeah.
been suspended for? Stroke.
Well, this was so
I
this,
can tell you.
I get along.
it's gonna
Ian
be
could
good.
probably tell a better story, but there was the guy on the country radio station here, which we get along now. Well, not here, but over in PC. They did the best of Bay, which means like it's one of
It's
those
like best
where
of SAC.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
yeah.
vote or whatever. I had won it one year, and then it became like this whole thing where it's like, vote for me, put it on your billboards and all this. And I started making fun of him, and he went by Doctor, and I called him Dr. Bitch, and I just went off, and they warned me, and then some advertisers pulled. Now, they fucking lied and said I lost $100,000. I did not.
No.
I did not lose
That'd be a lot of money.
$100,000.
That would be a lot of money.
Really? 'Cause if they lost $100,000, you were only suspended for 3 days. That's not a 3-day offense. That's way worse.
Yeah, and I mocked him all the time, and then he had a co-host on, and he never took his. Somehow he still did the weather, and he would do the weather because he was a local news guy too, and he'd do the news, and then he'd do the weather, and so I got his where he breathed like.
He didn't cut those out. You could hear the.
So I would just play him going.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
my
it was just
God,
like it was
that's
30
funny.
seconds of nothing but him breathing.
That's really funny. And you got suspended for that? That's like me getting suspended for saying Rob's an ass or whatever.
Yeah, that's stupid. Yeah, I remember you got suspended for that.
I've been suspended for dumb stuff. Ian, have you ever been suspended or fired from a job for saying something?
For saying something? No, just straight up laziness, or I stopped showing up. Or just because the other person on the show who would have been fired was pregnant. But I mean, other than that,
Wow.
Oh my God.
Are you serious? You might be right. I don't know. I was going to put that out there. Well, I mean, like Stroke said, I've been suspended for talking about our old morning guy, and I got fired because of this podcast. I'll bring that up as much as I possibly can.
Oh my God.
When the podcast first started, I'd said my thing was, and it was because of something I said, and it was because I said that I only give 10% at my real job.
They fired you for that?
I mean, I'm just like, yeah,
It
it
was
was
a
a
joke.
It was a joke, probably.
Probably.
Most likely.
It's funny because, somebody on the board of directors was a fan of our old radio show and then was listening to our podcast and heard that and was
Then he
like,
should
"What
know
the
it was a
fuck?"
joke.
And he
What
was
the fuck?
mad. I don't know. Anyway, that got
What a
me fired.
bitch.
But it was probably, and actually, somebody who is sort of associated with that company, who's a perfectly fine company, by the way. They're good people over there, and I understand why they let me go. But this guy was actually at our event. He was at that damn night out. Who's associated with them, and he was telling me the story and everything. He's like, "Man, I love you guys," and then it was so and so who got you fired. I'm like, "What the fuck?" But whatever.
Yeah. I think I can only think of one other time. It was right before I got the full-time radio gig. I had the part-time one, and I was working at that AC place. I was like 20 or 21. I don't
AC?
know. It was
like an air conditioner?
Factory. Yeah, like
okay,
it was a factory place. And I wrote on the board, they would keep track of how many units, like the parts would pass through an hour. Mm-hmm. So I went up the board. I'm like 2.5 motherfucking hours because I was leaving early that day. I was giving a countdown, and then the guy walked over. He's like, "You can fucking go now." I go, "Fuck you!" And I threw my gloves down, and then they got scaredy, and then they walked me out. Oh my god! And everybody's cheering for me, like, "Woo!"
See, now I thought for sure because every once in a while, like somebody at my karaoke job will say something so stupid, I gotta take it to Facebook, and I'm like, "No, you fucking idiot! You can't. This not how this works, or whatever." But the owner was talking to me the other day. He's like, "Dude, I love your Facebook updates because I also post video or photos of when we're fucking slam packed."
Oh, yeah,
tag myself.
time.
He's like,
Looks
"I
good.
love what you're doing for the bar," and I'm like, "Oh, I thought I was gonna get in trouble because I." He's like, "No, if they're saying some stupid shit, call them out."
Social media is a great way to market and call people out or whatever. I mean, no matter what you do, if you do social media the right way, it's going to work out in your favor. And I think what you're doing is working out in the favor of the bar. So just keep doing that shit. Who cares?
Yeah.
It's fun. I asked the question about why, if any of you guys have been fired for anything you said for obvious reasons, talking about Jimmy Kimmel and what happened to him this past week. I got to be honest, and I'm just going to say this right off the bat. I'm not mad that he got canceled, and maybe he'll be back. I don't know. And maybe by the time this episode airs, he'll be back. But I think he should, because I think he should have been canceled, or not canceled, but fired a long time ago because he's just terrible. He's just not good.
I don't think he's funny.
He's just not funny, and he spent all that time during Trump's first presidency. Just like every night, it was all Trump, everything, and like made me
old.
like, dude, it's just.
Well,
not
actually,
fun.
I hate to say it again, but if you pull tape from like 3, 4, 5 episodes ago, I said he was the next one after the Colbert.
Oh my God, you did.
You did.
Told you. And I'm debating. I can't tell if it's Seth Meyers or if it's Jimmy Fallon. But late night TV is just not funny. I don't like.
It's not good.
And I will say this: I'm not a fan of the FCC. So we can debate that here in a second. But as far as his comedy at night, it was hatred. It wasn't comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, there was not a.
It wasn't
there was
funny. Nothing was funny about it. So my thing is, I don't have to watch it. I didn't watch it.
Well, you're going to watch this clip because I want, for anybody who doesn't exactly know exactly what.
I'm curious what about what he said was hatred.
I don't think this particular clip is hatred, but a lot of what he has said in the past is hatred. Well, for example, I'll just give you one example of something he said. He said unvaccinated people should just die. They shouldn't get medical beds if they show up to the hospital with COVID and they're sick. Yeah. They should just be left at the door and die. That's pretty hateful. And that was one of the reasons why I don't like the guy too. But here's his clip about what he said about Charlie Kirk, kinda, but not really.
We hit some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from.
Here's everything.
That's the whole clip. I could keep.
Actually, it isn't. There's a little bit longer. Because
what more is there to it?
He was talking about how Trump responded when a reporter asked him about the Charlie Kirk shooting, and he basically just went off about his ballroom and said that that's how a 6-year-old mourns a goldfish.
Yeah.
Which
that's what he said.
He was saying.
I'm sorry, I didn't cut that part out. That was just from the post. I just took that from another thing.
That clip didn't do Donald Trump any favors, but and I'm going to say this. In a way, he's not wrong because the Democrats do this kind of stuff too. Politics is just a game, and they're all trying to score points. So
it's true.
If you're mad that he said it about your side, that's not fair because the other side does it too. All politics is finding whatever you can to use to your benefit to look better in the eyes of the voters. It's all a game.
Well, I'm
not saying that what happened to Charlie Kirk was not tragic. It absolutely is.
Super fucking tragic.
Yeah.
But it's just terrible.
He called out one side instead of the whole side or both sides. What you should have done is call out politicians in general.
Yeah,
I would have left that particular hot thing alone. That's why I said when you go back to what I said weeks ago, I said And Ian got into it with me a little bit. I remember this. And I said, Johnny Carson, you never knew his politics because he made fun of everybody.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's when
true.
late night TV was great. Now late night TV is nothing but just bullshit.
Well, I'd go as far as to say is I think Jay Leno was the last actual late night host. He did a little bit of politics, but he mostly stayed away from politics. And after Jay Leno, after that era of late night, whether it was Jay Leno, Letterman, and Conan O'Brien, they made fun of everybody. But after that era, and maybe I'm wrong, it seems like in general, late night has gone downhill. And maybe it's a change of habits in the way people consume things. It's not only that;
it's more the fact that politics are shoved in our face more than they used to be.
It's
because
constant.
all of these late night hosts were comedians first. Then they had to change because politics were constantly being pushed into our faces. Because, like you said, Bush was an easy target, and they made fun of him every once in a while. But now it's so much more in everybody's conversation.
Yeah.
You can't escape it. I miss the days when I didn't know anything about what was going on in politics that day.
Yeah. That's you said Bush was an easy target, and that's a good point. Making fun of George Bush was hilarious. It was always funny, and it never felt mean-spirited.
But it was also
angry.
it wasn't every single night and
It wasn't.
12 minutes of your monologue 4 or 5 nights a week.
Except for there was a TV show that I loved. It's called That's My Bush.
That's My Bush. That was the funniest. Just the name of that show was hilarious.
Did you guys watch Little Bush? It was a cartoon show on Comedy Central. It lasted 2 seasons.
That's My Bush.
And when it's done correctly, and I know that y'all don't like him, but when he was on the Colbert Report, that show was fucking awesome.
It was funny. The Colbert Report was funny, and the Man Show was funny.
I loved the Man Show. That shit was funny.
If we go back and we look, just talk about the hypocrisy here for a second. Kimmel did some crazy things on the Man Show. He would go and ask women to grab his crotch and tell him what's down his pants. I saw a clip of him smelling some chick's butt while she's like looking through a viewfinder thing. And obviously it was all set up. I get it, but it was show and entertainment. But to go from one extreme to the other and just be total hypocrite about it is kind of fucked up. But at one point, he was a watchable person. The Man Show was good. But what happened over the years? How did he become an unwatchable crybaby? I don't really know. And I'm giving you my opinion, though.
Well, that was the timing of that era. We also don't look at it. You know what I mean?
That's a good point, too. The 90s was
because the Man Show would not come out now.
Like people want to say, well, and they want to get into use it on their side. Jimmy Kimmel did the blackface. He came out and apologized.
Yeah.
It was at that time. It was just him being funny. I don't think he truly meant that as like a racist thing. There was other ones that did the same thing back. It's just the way the time was, and it shifted. So that's one thing I consider about it. But
well, I guess then really the question is what he said about Charlie Kirk or about Republicans in that sense. Was he just trying to be a comedian, or was he really just trying to be edgy and push the envelope? Like, was he trying to get a response?
There's also he either that or he was just trying to make a point. Maybe he wasn't trying to be funny at all. He was just trying to hold up a mirror and be like, I don't know. But
is that his job to hold up a mirror? You're a comedian and you're hosting the late night. I mean, you could be edgy and be funny.
Yeah.
But to in this particular situation, to hold up a mirror is insensitive, really.
I think it's such a hot button right now. Like, I don't see what the benefits in any way, shape, or form was it for him to say anything along those lines.
Sorry. No,
go ahead.
I saw the CEO of CBS talk about how they were hoping that Colbert's numbers will go up, but they continued to get worse, so they had to make a decision. I think truly Disney was going to make a decision. It's just the timing of all this. I don't like FCC involvement. I hate the FCC. I hate the FCC. I think they infringe on your... I've always said they infringe on your rights to freedom of speech.
Yeah.
And the rules are so broad, and it's like, what's a community standard? I always said it should be up to the individual stations or the owners. They make their decisions of what they want on. That's the way I've always felt.
And that's kind of what happened here because the station owners, before the FCC made any sort of whatever, the station owners, after he made that statement, the biggest group that owns ABC stations, which is Sinclair Communications or some Sinclair Media, whatever, very conservative, very Christian company, said that they were no longer going to run his show unless he came on TV and apologized, and he said he wasn't going to apologize. And then Nexstar, which is the other company that dropped him because of partially those reasons, but also they're in the middle of a merger. Here's where the FCC starts to get involved. Is they're in the middle of a merger, and the FCC, the guy over the FCC, is like, "Hey, you guys, don't fuck around to make him apologize, or this could look really bad for you." And Disney's like, "Well, shit! Now we're losing money, and this asshole was not going to apologize. He's saying he's only going to make things worse. We got to let him go." And so, I mean, obviously, I'm just paraphrasing things and saying it in my own way, but it came down to politics pushing their nose into a corporate decision. They want this merger to happen, but if you look even deeper, ABC, Disney was losing millions of dollars on Jimmy Kimmel every night. He was getting paid $88,000 an episode. He had 100 and some thousand people watching him nightly in the 18 to 49 demographic, and that's the only demographic that matters, especially in TV. They were just bleeding money. So, like you said, Stroke, it was probably going to come, and this was a really good opportunity to make that happen.
Yeah, it's a good opportunity. Anyway. Yep.
Yeah, I think we would evaluate, if we could see that we have less and we're losing people, I think we would evaluate the content and adjust it instead of sticking down to it. So I just don't understand that.
It'd be like, guys, this Jenn thing isn't working. We gotta.
If we talked about politics continuously, we would be. This would be
terrible.
Yeah.
It would be bad. I mean,
it's just like the '98 Rock thing too. Like, not to say that. I mean, some people were like, "We're tired of hearing about it,"
Yeah,
and so we adjusted.
And actually, that's a really good point, because
I think we were just tired of talking about it more than anything. I don't remember anybody telling us.
I do. I've had people that live in this area.
I had more people asking. I got tired of people asking, "What the fuck is going on with who's 98 Rock?" I'm like, I just got tired of answering the question.
People want something new, and what we're doing is different, and we're trying to move away from that. So
and the Florida people has no fucking idea. So they're like, "Well, why would I want to fucking listen?" Or I'm just going to skip half of it because they don't care.
And then you got the Reno audience. They don't know either. I mean, they know a little bit from that morning show side, but they're just tuning into us. We're new to them. So
speaking of which, what's up, Reno? How y'all doing? I'm glad y'all are here.
We appreciate you, Reno. Thank you very much. And Florida and Ohio and Texas and Colorado, all you guys that are streaming us everywhere. We appreciate you guys. We are America's Loudest Podcast. So Jimmy Kimmel, whatever happens. Hopefully it just works its way out, and nighttime TV becomes something better. That's all I can say.
Let him on there and let him just lose more money. That's what I say.
Maybe he'll come
just
back.
Lose it. Just let him lose it.
Well, okay, my last question on this, and then we can move on to the top 10 people that have actually been canceled because of things that they said. Do you guys think this was an infringement of his freedom of speech? Do you think that I mean, yes or no? And if you have an explanation, that's fine. But do you think that it was on his freedom of speech?
I think the pressure of the FCC was very unfair. So
is what made it that.
Somewhat.
Regardless
I don't
of what
like him.
Like him or hate him. Yeah. The freedom of speech without government interference. That's what this is. Government interference into his freedom of speech.
Yeah.
Now I am sure the FCC got a lot of complaints.
I'm sure they did.
We can't doubt that. I mean, every time the Super Bowl airs, people complain about anything.
Yeah.
I am sure there's been so many complaints about Jimmy Kimmel. By people, but his show is on in like a lot of Midwest conservative towns, including the town where the shooting took place.
Yep,
and people are pissed,
and that's
so
totally
they're going to
fair.
complain. But did he break a violation? I can't find the violation he broke.
No,
I can't find it.
And I want to point out something very important to what you just said. This right here is called a remote control.
Yeah,
you can turn off.
Yep.
Whatever, and also if you don't like his politics, whatever. I don't think he's getting complaints because they weren't watching live. They probably got complaints because people told these people to get complaint. I know, but I'm just maybe because I don't see a Republican just every night just watching Jimmy Kimmel.
True.
If you don't like him, I think people who complained were probably told to be mad at what he said, or they heard it on Facebook the next day.
That is valid. There is an argument there too, but there's also the argument that there was people who were watching it, like Stroke had said, in a conservative area who maybe just had their TV on and heard what he said and was like, what the fuck? People do just leave their TV on, especially older people, which are going to be the people that complain the most, which tend to just have their TVs on after the news. They fell asleep or they're just laying there and whatever. Regardless of anything, it was unfortunate that it happened the way that it did happen. I just kind of wish it would have happened because he sucks.
Right. I let people let just keep it on over there and let him just the more stupid they look, the better it is.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, Disney's got plenty of money anyway. Whatever he's losing them, they're gonna make up for at one day at Disneyland anyway.
Yeah,
Who
but
fucking cares?
they're not in the business of losing money.
No.
Let's just be honest.
No, that doesn't matter. Yeah, they don't want to lose money.
It might just be a write-off for them. Who fucking knows?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I did see a meme that was like that made me laugh. That it said. Donald Trump said, for my next trick, I'm going to make the left and the right boycott Disney or some shit. And it made me laugh. I'm like, all right, because the right side was boycotting Disney a couple years ago for all the trans stuff that was in movies. And now the left is boycotting Disney. It's pretty funny.
I'll only add one other thing to this. The local markets run so many local commercials, and they were having I've heard several different things that they've had a hard time getting on certain dealerships. A lot of people don't want to advertise during that show.
Yeah,
so the local affiliates were pissed off, and
they're losing money.
Yeah, they were losing money. So
they're losing money.
You got to consider that.
And that's why people end up getting canceled. That's why radio shows get canceled. That's why TV shows get canceled. That's why people get pulled off the air. That's why we have this week's breakdown, which is the top 10 people that have been canceled throughout the years. And there's been plenty of other people that have been canceled. And some can argue that these people deserved it. Some can argue that they didn't exactly deserve it, and we'll start with number 10, which is this goes back to kind of.
Now, the word before you go on, the word cancel can mean a bunch of different things depending on who the individual is. Because some people on this list might have just faced minor consequences and still went on to have a career.
I think that the word canceled means that you lost a job, you've lost money, you've been shamed in the media, and because you've been attacked by not just other media personalities but people on social media, and you've lost maybe respect in the industry or clout or whatever. That's what canceled means. You could still have a job, but you aren't getting the money that you were getting before.
Like for example, would you consider? I don't even know if he's on your list, but would you consider Mel Gibson to be canceled because he's still working and directing and making a lot of money, but he did that one stupid ass thing?
That's tough. I think he was canceled for a little while, but I think he's made his way back a little bit.
Yeah, I canceled myself about 3 years ago, so it's just easier. I wanted to beat everybody to the punch.
It's a little bit better to just get it done. Get it out of the way.
I had to cancel myself. So how are you going to cancel me?
Number 10, the first one to kick off the list here is Megyn Kelly. In 2018, Megyn Kelly was canceled by NBC for defending blackface during a segment on her show, which only lasted like 10 seconds, by the way. Her show was maybe just a week or something like that before this happened. During a discussion on Halloween costumes, she questioned what was racist about blackface, stating, when I was a kid, it was okay as long as you were dressing up like a character. People got pissed.
Oh, honey.
People called in and complained, and she apologized on the air about it, but she was canceled just a couple of days later. But she's doing well now. I don't know if she's got a pretty decent. She's got a podcast that's pretty big, I guess. So she seems to be doing okay.
Since I was canceled, I'll tell you, when I was a kid, I was a gigantic fan of Mr. T, and I was Mr. T one year, and I got the chains and I spray painted them, and I love Mr. T. I was part of the A team. I thought I was like 5. Like, whoa!
I was 5.
You were a kid.
No, I would have loved it.
I know.
Go cancel.
But would you do it now?
It's
well, I wouldn't show up your door in a blackface and with Mr. T.
Blackface is a bad idea.
Stroke blackface.
Number 9, I think everyone can agree that this is a good one to have on the list, is Papa John. This guy, Papa John, what's his real name is John Shatner. I didn't know it was that. Is it Schnat? Maybe it's Schnatter. Whatever. He was canceled after using the N-word during a conference call in May of 2018. This conference call was a media training conference call, by the way, so that he would stop making an ass out of himself in the public. And so they asked a question. It was basically an exercise designed to prevent future public relations issues. He said that Colonel Sanders called black people N-words in this call when he was asked about how he would distance himself from racist groups online. That was his response. How would you distance yourself from racist groups online? Well, I'd say Colonel Sanders called these people N-words.
I don't
Doesn't even
remember
make
the
sense.
exact tape. It's been so long. Was he
make
quoting?
any sense.
Was he quoting Colonel Sanders, or was he defending Colonel Sanders?
He was his thing. I think he was trying to make himself seem indifferent in a way.
Yeah, something like that.
So like where he was like, Colonel Sanders said this, and I don't even think about race. I try to avoid race altogether. I guess I don't know.
Such an egregious word to use
Yeah.
in general.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Whatever he said, whatever. I'm just glad he's not on commercials because look at his face.
He's not a good looking
He had
guy.
the Botox and it just looked creepy
Yeah.
with the dyed hair. I was like,
It was
dude,
real bad.
that makes me
Plastic.
not want to eat pure pizza.
Besides, the
I don't want to
pizza's
eat it
not
because
great.
it sucks.
It's trash.
It's good when you're drunk. That's a good drunk pizza.
I was going to bring that up. When I am hammered, Papa John's is the shit.
I don't know why. It just always
I
is.
know.
Number 8 on the list. A couple of you might know him, might not know him. His name is PewDiePie. Does anybody know who this
I
guy
know who
is?
he is.
He's
I
a
just-
YouTuber.
He's the biggest YouTuber in the world.
I don't know if he still is.
Well, he
but
was.
He was canceled. Check this shit out.
Please
he
for
was,
his name.
Well, his name is terrible. But he was canceled for paying 2 dudes on Fiverr to hold a sign that read "Death to all Jews."
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Oh. Oh
Now,
yeah. Well,
he admitted it was a joke. It was a stunt. I think apparently maybe he's Jewish, but I don't know. But also, that's not the only thing. As I was reading this list to my stepson, he played me a bunch of clips of this dude during live streams using the N-word as well. So he's a piece of crap. He lost a ton of money. He had a deal with Disney, and he lost a deal with Disney. YouTube basically canceled him. That's where he was making his bank.
Yeah.
Can't do
Bye.
that.
Bye.
Damn.
It doesn't
well,
say if
I
he's
get-
Jewish or not. It just says that he's Swedish. I'm like, what does that have to do with it?
We get a
big
deal
ass
with Disney. I'm going to be like so G-rated. It's going to be wonderful.
I will go to church and start reading the Bible. Whatever you want me to do,
Fuck,
Disney. I'm done.
Yeah,
I will
when
sell out.
you guys want a NTDS
Sell out.
coloring book?
I'll do whatever I got to do.
We don't call them sellouts. We call them people with money.
I will sell out to Disney. It does not matter. I
Absolutely.
don't care. Give me Disney money.
Yeah, whatever. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
whatever
Mr.
you need me
Mouse.
to do.
Yes, Mr. Mouse.
Yes, Mr. Mouse.
Yes,
I was going to
Mr.
say
Mouse.
something really offensive and be like, if you want us to have a transgender on the show, we'll have a transgender on the show, Disney. Whatever you want. Whatever it takes. I'm just kidding, though.
Okay, stroke.
Sorry.
That's your next
No,
task.
that's your next task. He's like, what are you talking about?
What? My next what?
Nothing.
Your
Never
next
mind.
task. Never mind.
I need,
gonna-
we're gonna need to jump at least 30 tax brackets before Stroke gets that surgery because
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not.
It's not- the
yeah,
money's not gonna
fuck
be
that
worth it.
bullshit.
I'll quit. I quit. I ain't happening.
I ain't that mental.
Number 7 on the list right here is Piers Morgan. I like Piers Morgan.
I never, I don't know why I didn't like him, but I forget what he did. Like, it wasn't, it had nothing to do with his views or anything like that. I just didn't like him. It was maybe it was his face. I didn't like his face.
There's a lot of British people I don't like just because they're
That's
British.
true. I don't like
That
yeah.
That's true.
You know?
I like when he
face.
went on when
Yeah.
Alex Jones went on. Then they fought about the amendment, Second Amendment, right?
That was funny. And that's why I like him, because he will fight with you. He will argue, and I think it's kind of entertaining. But in 2021, Piers Morgan was officially canceled. He wasn't officially canceled. He just left his role at Good Morning Great Britain because he refused to apologize for an on-air rant that he had about Meghan Markle. Everybody, I hate that chick too. She sucks.
Well, he was right,
Yeah.
probably. I don't know what he said.
She tried to say that she had some mental health issues or whatever, and he came out. He's like, I don't believe a word that she says. I wouldn't
don't either.
believe her. I wouldn't believe her if she read me a weather report. And
Well, also,
people-
she's a skank who cheated on Mike Ross in Suits. Okay, fuck Meghan Markle.
valid. She was a
Yeah.
skank in that show.
She was a total skank in that
Oh,
show.
did you see
why,
where he
why
got-
would you do that to Mike Ross?
Oh, did you see the recent video he came out? If you haven't, he got into it with Don. Was it Don Lemon? The
Don
guy used to work-
Lemon.
he called him a dick.
Yeah, Don Lemon. That guy
Don Lemon
sucks.
was kind of. He's like, hey, so when you said this clip over here at CNN, well, that's not what I was promised. And then, yeah, it was a great clip. Oh my god, it was so funny.
I wish I had that clip because I hate Don Lemon so much.
Yeah.
He sucks.
Oh yeah, he's stupid.
But because Piers Morgan got canceled, that actually led to Sharon Osbourne then getting canceled.
Why did you pick the
Terrible.
worst picture of her you could possibly
looks
find?
terrible.
That's
What
so
she
mean,
did.
dude.
That's what she fucking looks like now, man. I'm not
I
gonna
know,
go.
still, like, come on. Her husband just died. What are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing, Mikey?
What do you want me to do? That's what she looks
It's the
like.
same thing that you did with the porno actresses. You found the worst possible photo you could.
Hey man,
I did do that.
I mean, I don't know what she did, but I kind of like her with her duck lips.
I don't know what she did either. I forgot.
I love Sharon Osbourne. I think she is hilarious, but she actually got canceled because she stuck up for Piers Morgan. She had said she went back and forth on The View, not The View. What was it? The Talk that she was on.
Yeah, I think it was The Talk.
There was the African American lady on the Talk is Cheryl Underwood, and they argued back and forth where Cheryl Underwood basically said that Sharon was validating racist comments and racist views because she was sticking up for Piers Morgan. Because she didn't think that he's racist and what he said was racist by saying what's her name was mental health is bullshit.
What is racist about calling somebody with mental health problems?
Because she's half African American. So,
but that doesn't mean he didn't say anything because
I know.
Nothing related to
race.
her race. Yeah.
I know plenty of white people who's mentally ill.
Well, me too. Speaking of mentally ill people, Kanye West.
Oh my!
He's on the list, number 5.
I can't defend him for nothing.
Yeah, no one can.
There's no. I mean, I don't even have to tell you
this.
guys.
Yeah,
but
we all know what he did.
Well, one of the bigger things that he did do was he tweeted, and he said, "I'm a bit sleepy tonight, but when I wake up, I'm going DEFCON 3 on you Jewish people."
Yep, and I remember when everybody was trying to defend that.
You can't defend that.
You
He
can't.
lost his Adidas. He lost his Adidas contract and everything. Dude
And
lost
he
millions
literally
of dollars.
boasted. He was like, "I can say whatever the fuck I want, and Adidas can't fire me." And like, oh yeah, you want to bet?
Oh, he's so. I don't understand why he does what he does. Like, dude, you're
insane.
I don't
And
know
we
what
all
he's
used
doing.
to we all just to be like, oh, that's just Kanye. But now it's like, maybe we should lock this motherfucker up in an institution.
I hope you don't see your kids unsupervised.
I don't think he sees them really hardly ever.
Probably at all.
Oh, okay.
And that's fine. That's fine with me too.
Here's one. Number 4 on this list is somebody that I completely agree with, and it might make some people mad, but I don't care anyway. I'm talking about J.K. Rowling.
I love her.
I think she's great. She's a great author. She was canceled after repeatedly making comments that critics labeled transphobic. Okay, I don't agree that they are. And not only critics, but also fans of hers, people who were in her Harry Potter movies also complained about it too. But one of her most cited tweets came in 2020 when she mocked the phrase, people who menstruate. I don't have a problem with that. She said, I'm sure there's a better word for those people instead of just calling them people who menstruate.
Right, like women.
That's the word.
Like women. Like we're women. Yeah.
So she was basically saying this degrades women by calling them people who menstruate instead of just saying women.
I agree.
Then that just sparked a bunch of backlash and people got pissed off at her because she was like, what the fuck? You're demeaning women by saying this.
I find it extremely offensive to take away my gender. I find it very offensive.
I do too. I'm not even a woman. I'm offended by that.
I hate it.
Yeah.
It drives me insane.
I'm only sorry that women have to menstruate. It sounds awful.
I'm sorry about that too. But
I wouldn't go to work for a week.
She has said a lot of other things that are probably hurtful to some people, but to use that one as a bet like it's bad, like come on, man. I think what she said was right, and I support her in that.
So she defined a woman as a woman who menstruates. Is that
How
what we're
dare
saying?
you? Yes.
I mean, I agree with her. So okay.
Yeah.
Who doesn't? But how dare you? How dare you?
A lot of people can't define what a woman is these days.
There's a whole movie called What is a Woman? I don't know if you guys have watched it. It's by Matt Walsh. He's another podcaster. It was very interesting and very crazy. You should check it out.
Never even heard of it.
Gina Carano is coming in at number 3. I think that's how you say her last name. She was fired from The Mandalorian by Lucasfilms in 2021 following a series of controversial social media posts. The final straw was an Instagram post where she compared the treatment of conservatives to that of Jewish people during the Holocaust, which...
Oh, boy.
That's a little bit of a stretch, lady.
It's a lot.
Wow, you called half of America this? Okay.
She said Jews were beaten in the streets, not by Nazis, not by Nazi soldiers, but by their neighbors, even children, and said, how is that any different from hating someone for their political views? I get what she was trying to say, but that was a bad way to say it.
Yeah.
Very bad way to say it.
I ain't went
because you
nobody.
can't. You literally cannot compare anything.
No.
To the Holocaust.
You can't.
Because nothing has ever been that horrible.
You just can't.
Just because your neighbor calls you a right-wing fuckhead does not mean that you could be compared to the Holocaust in any way whatsoever. Just That's crazy.
She earned that.
Yeah,
She did. And I mean, she's conservative and whatever. She could be conservative, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But saying crazy things like that is obviously going to get you
because there
get you
are
in trouble.
Plenty of right-leaning celebrities who do just fine because they don't say crazy wackadoo shit like that. Your Tim Allen, your Kelsey Grammers, your Jeff Fox, they're all right-leaning. They just don't go out of their way to say stupid shit.
I don't. Yeah, with such a weird thing because I like my boss. He's open. He's a Democrat, but he's kind of old school. Like I understand him. We talk about things. Never argue. He's like the most. He's like the normalest person for me too. Like there's extremely crazy and crazy.
I think most people are a little bit of both, and we all kind of just straddle that line.
I've been saying that forever. There's no way you can be all right, all
no way.
Let's just all be a little bit like what do you get when you mix red and blue? Purple rain. Let's all be purple rain.
I don't want to be that. That's pretty gay.
It's a little gay.
I'm sorry. Whoa. If you're calling Prince gay, you can fuck off, sir.
I didn't call Prince gay. I said Purple Rain. I don't want to be part of a Purple Rain.
Let's pause for a second because let's talk about this Prince Purple gay thing. Because if you didn't know Prince and you just saw him on stage or saw him walking down the street with his little 5 foot nothing ass wearing a purple velvet suit with bell bottoms and a big hat and a big old belt and all shiny and bedazzled out, you would immediately think he was gay.
Oh yeah.
I would have went with pimp, but whatever.
I would have went with man. He's had a lot of dicks in him.
Or maybe I would have just been like, you know what? Maybe that's the new fashion, and I need to get in on this.
Gay. Speaking of people who've had a lot of dicks in them, number 2 on the list is Paula Deen, and she.
What? Wow! I don't know how many dicks she's had in her. I sat next to her on a plane though. I sat next to her on a plane like last year.
Did she try to have sex with you? I heard she's a freak.
Ew.
I was coming back from Memphis. I had just been to the St. Jude's, and then I was in Atlanta. No, or maybe we were going to Atlanta. I can't remember which flight. And they moved me up, and then I'm sitting next to the lady, and I'm like, she smells good. She got the old lady smell.
Smells like butter.
She smelled like cookies. Yeah, but
smells like racism.
I didn't smell any racist or anything. And then she's like. And she's just nice, and I talked to her very briefly. It was like a 45-minute flight, and then I go, oh my God, it was Paula Deen.
She's scary. This picture is kind of scary looking.
Yeah, once again, pick the worst, which I'm okay with. I don't give a shit about Paula Deen.
So Paula Deen is super racist, as we all probably know, and if we don't know, I'm going to tell you why. Because one time, during a deposition in 2013, she was asked if she's ever used the N-word, and she said, "Yes, of course," as if it's just part of it's just part of my everyday life. That's what I do. It's what I say. And even one time, she said that she described wanting a plantation-style wedding with a bunch of little N-words tap dancing around.
Oh, I didn't hear that part. That's
I remember that
damn.
So
well, damn, I'd have asked her on the plane. I'm like,
and she just freely admitted that too. Mm-hmm. Like,
Yeah. She lost her Food Network deal, and then every Walmart, Target, all of them ended their partnerships with her. Basically, ruined her life for saying that.
That's what
you can't just say things.
Oh,
like
she's
that.
not cooking anymore.
No, I think she still does some stuff. She probably still writes some books.
She
and
might
some
still have a few
online.
restaurants, but they closed the one here because I don't even actually know if they ever opened it because they were halfway through building a Paula Deen restaurant here in Panama City, and then that crazy shit happened and they stopped.
It's the best way to put it. Crazy
we showed up
shit.
our clan outfits. We should have showed them our clan outfits. Like, where's the biscuits and gravy?
Oh my God!
Probably the staff uniform.
I know, right? Shit, that actually probably would have been pretty funny. All right, to round out this list of the top 10 people who have been canceled for things that they have said, I'm going to put up number 1 on the screen here, but it's a picture of 2 people, and I had to put 2 people up there so that
Is
you
it
can
Andy
see
Dick?
why.
Is it Andy Dick?
It is not Andy Dick.
Oh.
Although that guy, he's just
he canceled himself basically with his stupid ass
Such an idiot.
whipping his dick out and everything.
Yeah. But number 1 on the list is Roseanne Barr. And I have the other lady on
that?
The other lady on the screen is the lady why she got canceled. And I want to tell you what she said. So Roseanne Barr's sitcom was canceled in 2018 after ABC, same thing,
Rebranded
same company.
is the word. It wasn't canceled. It's just the Connors now.
At first they weren't sure what they were going to do, but you're right, they did rebrand it. But she posted a racist tweet targeting this lady on the screen too, which is the former White House advisor Valerie Jarrett, in a statement announcing the show's cancellation. Whatever, ABC said this just goes against our values. Her tweet said, Muslim Brotherhood and Planet of the Apes had a baby equals VJ. That lady.
That's what she said.
That's what
Oh my
she said.
God.
That got her.
Did you say, I didn't know she was black or something like that?
She did.
I thought the bitch was white.
Yeah, that's what she said. She did say.
That's too bad.
I thought she looks white.
Yeah, she does look white. I wouldn't have
I
thought
honestly
she was
wouldn't have
black.
thought she was. I mean, I wouldn't have
I never
posted
would
that
have
either.
either.
I would have never posted that to begin with, but
I'm not defending Roseanne at all for saying that at all. But I mean, I wouldn't have looked at this lady and be like, oh, she's a white lady.
Yeah, she looks white to me.
Not the point.
That sucks.
Definitely not. So, anyway, I do like Roseanne.
Wow.
I will say that. I think that she's a funny person, and I do listen to her podcast every once in a while because she's into conspiracies and she makes me laugh. So
She's funny.
Every
She's
4th
pretty
of
funny.
July, every station in America needs to play her singing the national anthem.
oh my god,
oh
Is it
my
bad?
God, wasn't that
It's-
the craziest
It's the
thing?
worst
back
thing you have
I've
ever
never heard it. Worse than Fergie.
it's worse. It's the
Fergie.
worst
No,
one.
it's literally the worst thing that you've ever heard.
She made it really, really bad. She's like singing way off key, and then she grabs her crotch and spits and all kind. It's terrible.
Drugs.
It's super bad. It's
So
super,
many
super
drugs.
bad. Well, anyway, that's the list of top 10 people who've been canceled for things that they say. Jimmy Kimmel did not make that list for obvious reasons, but
Because I don't even think his cancellation is going to last. He'll land on his feet. Either they're gonna kiss and
He'll
make
just-
up, or he'll get a Netflix deal. Who fucking cares?
he'll get a Netflix deal or do YouTube or a podcast. That's what everybody does when they get canceled. Now they start podcasting.
Look at it,
Everybody can fucking do it. Yeah, fuck.
Hi, how y'all
wasn't
doing?
Yeah, see, I wouldn't know Elizabeth Warren was a Native American.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Pocahontas.
Our
Privilege, yeah.
literally
No,
there's
she's like the whitest lady I ever looked at.
She always tries to act like she's an Indian lady.
Well,
Like, dude, shut up, Pocahontas.
I'd like to point out that there's a lyric in our intro song that says they fired us.
Yeah. Oh,
So yeah, that's what you do. Just start a podcast.
that's what you do. That's what you do. And then you take all your bits and you do it on a podcast and you do it better, which leads us to WTF News. Jenny, you ready for WTF News?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let me fire the intro here.
What the is going on here?
I'm going to cut that off.
right.
Sorry, because it's really long and I keep forgetting to fix it.
No, don't you need to fix? You need to put Jen in the intro.
Oh my God, I was just about to bring it up because Jen decided to get on social media and fucking post about it. Oh, I hope it'll be nice for one day to have a new intro
You
with
did
my
not.
face
When
in it.
did you do that?
She did that
I think I
last
was a
week.
little tipsy, and I was like,
When was this?
I'm gonna do this.
Since we're talking about Jen pissed me off too this week.
What'd I
I'm
do?
looking over there and it's talking about how Florida don't need guns, and I go, your fucking state's about as fucked up as ours.
Oh yeah, that's right. She did say that.
I was like, you don't
Bad
have
idea.
public. Our shit's more public information. I bet we got all kinds of shit going on around Florida, but you're California. Y'all be fucking doing all kinds of shit.
Yeah,
That's
I don't-
true. That's true. I don't defend this state. It's trash.
No,
It's
we
trash.
don't. Yeah, it's bad.
Let's defend the Second Amendment. I get
I'm
to carry my gun next
Oh,
week.
very
yeah.
much a defender of the Second Amendment. I think most of California does not need a gun.
No.
They're all crazy.
No.
I understand why they don't let Californians have guns because they're fucking
For
crazy.
real.
So you all need help.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was gonna say this. There is a bar that goes by the name of WTF that I'm kind of working on a deal with for you guys with us. So just want to put it out there because they're good people and they're local to the Sacramento, but they might want to start sponsoring the WTF News. So I just want to give them a little love
That's
right now. It's a
awesome.
brand new bar in the area. Check them out, you guys. Let them know that damn show sent you if you go by.
Where are they at?
They're in Sacramento. I don't know exactly
okay.
the location,
Just
but
in Sac.
WTF. But yeah, check them out. You can actually, if you go to the Facebook group, I think somebody might have posted in there about them too. So check them out.
Yeah.
All right, Jen, what you got
right.
for us?
Okay, so first up, we're going to talk about the 20-year-old singer named David. Have you guys ever listened to any of his music before?
Okay.
No.
His name is
Yes.
David.
Yes,
That's it?
it's
Like Beck or Cher?
D4VD, but he's
That's stupid.
Oh,
name's
so that's
David.
stupid.
So it's
Yeah,
spelled
like
an it.
I wouldn't listen to that on principle.
So he's a 20-year-old singer. He does some kind of like emo-y, romantical type of music.
Okay.
So if you're listening on the news or you know anything about him, recently, I think it was 2 weeks ago, a 15-year-old girl named Celeste Rivas was found deceased in the trunk of his black beat-up Tesla.
Oh my
The
God.
cause of death is still unknown, but the police are obviously treating it as a homicide. So this black black Tesla had been seen all over LA being moved from one place to another. Some people felt like they that were walking their dogs. They could smell like some type of decay. And so, yeah, he was out on tour when Celeste's body was found. Apparently, the rumor is, we don't know a lot of it, but her body was found in bags in the back of his Tesla in a Hollywood tow yard. The rumor is that she was in pieces. We don't really know what's going on there.
I ain't heard nothing about this.
Holy crap.
And every day something new comes out. So apparently, like I said, he's 20. She was supposed to be 15. It's rumored that the two of them, David and Celeste, had been holding a secret relationship since she was 11 years old.
Oh my God! Fuck that guy.
Yeah. So
if that's true, let me.
Yeah.
I can fix the situation, and I will volunteer.
Yeah.
So
Everything, all the equipment I need.
It's insane.
Just put him down.
So every day I've looked, like TikTokers and people just running podcasts, they've taken to the internet to share tons of videos, Discords, pictures, private messages, all sorts of things they've been digging up, confirming that this relationship did in fact exist. They even had matching tattoos.
So where's this asshole at now? So is he in jail or?
No, he's not. So the Tesla was discovered while he's been out on tour. So as of this past week, the police went ahead and raided his home in LA, but no information's been shared with the public about what was seized or found. He has not made a formal response, like no personal statement, but his team released a statement saying he's fully cooperating with the authorities.
Of course, they're gonna say that.
Of course. So for now, they've officially canceled the remainder of his tour. They've removed a ton of merchandise from his website because he had a lot of dark, macabre shit on there, like bloody T-shirts and all sorts of stuff. And there's a lot of rumors going around about his music and the videos he makes. A lot of them have a likeness, the women in them, to what she looked like. So.
Wow.
Damn.
That's been going on this week.
You talked about the body being chopped up in bags.
Yeah.
There was this kid I went to school with. He had murdered a couple of people. I'm telling you this because it kind of sets the stage here. He was crazy. I was friends with this kid in high school, and then it turned out to this whole crazy thing. But he ended up kidnapping some lady from the mall with another dude. They tortured her and they killed her. And then he went to jail, killed himself in jail. Then his mom is with her boyfriend or whatever. Her boyfriend murders her, chops her up, and puts her in a bunch of bags in backseat of his car, and is just driving around the town I grew up in, Parma, Ohio. Just driving around, don't know what to do. He's got this fucking lady chopped up in the backseat of his car. He gets pulled over by the cops for like running a red light or something, and they find this lady all chopped up in bags.
These are nice friends you've got here, Mikey.
It's gonna be terrible finding a body.
Friends are weird.
I know, right? Your friends suck.
Fuck, man. My friends, that guy was a total asshole.
Yeah.
That was just crazy.
I hope I'm never in pieces. I don't ever want to find anyone in pieces. I don't want to be in pieces. Not what I want. So
No,
it's not fun.
terrible way
I
to
found
go out.
questionable bones in the woods, but I just keep moving.
I
just
I
keep
have
moving.
too. You don't know. It's probably just an animal bone. That's the first thing that always popped in my head. If I ever saw bones, I'm like, it's probably it's an animal. It's a
Yeah.
femur of an animal or something.
Yeah, unless I see like a person's skull, I'm like, oh.
Even if I saw a skull, I'd be like, that's not real.
Well, I would sit down.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
getting
Spirit
a picture.
Halloween nonsense.
Yeah,
I'm
poke it
getting a
with a
picture
stick.
of this shit real quick.
What do you do when you see a dead body? You poke it with a stick. That's the first thing you do.
Always,
Is you poke it with a
poke it
stick. And you do the same thing if you saw a skull. You poke it with a stick.
I bowl it. No, I put my hands in his eye sockets and bowl with it.
That's
You can
terrible.
skull fuck it.
Oh my God, we're
No, I'm
done.
not skull
All right.
fucking it. Now.
Next
I don't know
story.
what you kind of friends do, but
My bad.
we don't skull
I
fuck.
thought everybody
Oh
did
my
it.
God.
I know.
All
I
right.
put my dick in a skull.
Let's go to
Sorry.
something other than skull fucking
Ugh.
now.
All right, sorry.
All right. So this past week, the adult film star Bonnie Blue was punched in the face by
Good.
a woman
No,
during
I'm
a
just
meet
kidding. I'm
and
kidding. I
greet.
don't think any woman should be punched in the face. I was
man?
just totally joking.
She was-
Totally joking.
She was punched in the face during a meet and greet event at a nightclub this past week. I guess the woman reportedly said to Blue that she was setting feminism back before punching her square in the jaw.
Oh, it's just two women fighting.
Yep, police arrived
cat
at the
fight.
scene. They were
Fuck it.
called about a disturbance, and they detained the woman, not Bonnie Blue. But but she was later released, and the incident has just been sitting there pending. This was apparently she's on a tour. I didn't know Bonnie Blue did tours, but
she tour around and just sleep with like 1,000 guys in every city or something like that.
Terrible. Apparently this was like a meet and greet one.
More like meet and greets, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I'd like to be the cop called there, but like, Mikey, I need you back up over here.
Oh, wait. So,
You
no.
need to come over here.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Furthermore, I guess it is a sex tour because the tour is going to feature her on the Bang Bus, which has sparked tons of controversy and safety
Bang
concerns about all that. So
The Bang Bus.
the
I haven't
Bang
heard that one
Bus.
in a while. It's a good time.
No, right?
You don't hear about that Bang Bus much anymore.
No.
It was
you
big
don't.
for a little while. Anyway, who's the other? So is Bonnie Blue, and then there's another girl who almost looks just like her, but they're both like, it seems like they go back and forth between which one's going to sleep with the most dudes.
I don't know.
I don't remember the other girl's name.
I don't know.
You girls, at least you both have goals, whoever it is.
Yeah, whatever.
So yeah, she's gonna keep on her tour, even though she got busted in the face. So
We should get her on the show.
God, the
for you.
gynecologist. We should interview the gynecologist. We're like, what the fuck? I
That
come
would
in
be
here,
a
she's
better interview.
blown the fuck up.
That would be a better interview.
she's got to be blown out. Like all her holes have got to be blown
can't be
out.
good.
At this
It can't be any
point,
good.
Right? It can't.
be any
It's
good.
got to look like fucking Arby's or something. I'm telling you.
Ugh,
It's gotta
that's
be
so
bad.
disgusting.
It's gotta be
God,
bad.
It probably like rotten Arby's too, because if you've
Right.
ever looked at rotten Arby's that's been sitting in a refrigerator, it starts
Yeah.
to turn purple and like has this weird sheen over it.
Yeah.
That's what she looks
I'm
like.
sure her
know Doc-
butthole looks like an inside-out caterpillar, probably.
Doctors
Ew,
like, Bonnie,
what
I
the
told
fuck
you.
is that?
Bonnie,
Inside out caterpillar. What the hell are you talking about?
The doctor's like, Bonnie, we've told you need to slow down a little bit. I mean, looks like,
I know.
Her poop just falls out now.
I know. We've
Anal
said
leakage.
before. We've said before, like if you don't go to college, that's fine. I'll be damned if my kid doesn't go to college. I don't want him ending up like me, doing this stupid shit for a living. I can't believe the conversations we've had today.
Sorry.
These are the best conversations you could ever have.
I need a shower.
Where else are we gonna get it out? Come on now.
Oh, come on, man.
We're
You
just
know?
saying what the world is probably not thinking.
Not thinking at all. No one's thinking this. No one
right.
thinks the shit you two say.
Well, we'll round this out with one
All
more
right.
story
All right.
about Costco's Kirkland brand of toilet paper has came under some recent negative reviews.
Hold up. I'm a
Yep.
fan of this toilet paper now.
So
Watch yourself.
apparently they've had a change in their departments, and customers are now reporting a rougher feel, poor
Hmm.
durability, and excessive fiber fuzz. So
Fiber
Mikey, fiber fuzz.
All right.
So you getting a nice clean? Is that
I
how's
could say,
it
all right.
working out for you?
So there's two different kinds of Costco Kirkland toilet papers. There's the just the regular one, which is really thin. It's the kind like any business would have. It's really shitty toilet paper.
Yeah.
You end up like you poke a hole in your finger, your butthole, whatever. That's what happens with that toilet paper. But they also have the stronger toilet paper, which is way better and seems to be doing a perfectly fine job. So I don't know.
well,
And it
you know.
saves you about fucking $10 because if you buy it from the grocery store, toilet paper is expensive.
It is. It
It
is.
shouldn't be as expensive as it is because it's just fucking toilet paper.
Well, people are bitching about it. They say it's clogging up their toilets, makes their asshole hurt.
Well,
They've got
if you're using-
poor perforation.
I mean, you're using the cheap stuff. It's like you're using the cheap toilet paper. Get the good stuff.
What
then.
you get.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've learned that a long time ago. You don't go cheap on toilet paper. You get the, you get that
Yeah.
triple whatever.
You want to get the good stuff if you can,
durability.
but the Kirkland brand that's up, like the next step up from the shitty one is, I promise you, it's good.
Yeah, you want the 3-ply. You're talking about the 1-ply. Yeah, you're talking. That's basically your finger in your butthole.
Yeah, you don't want that. You don't want the 1-ply stuff. That stuff's
No,
terrible.
no,
I want to bring
absolutely
Can I bring up a news story real quick too?
Yeah,
because
go ahead.
when you
Yes.
said Kirkland, it made me think of it, and I know this mostly affects our Sacramento fans the most. But I saw, and maybe you guys would be surprised by this, and we could talk about what you think this means. Kirkland or Costco is selling aftershock tickets, single day aftershock
saw
tickets
that.
for $149. And they're selling 4-day weekend passes for $399, no
Did see
fees,
that.
no taxes.
Wow.
That's a hell of a discount for people. Some
Yeah.
people, that's cheaper than what people were getting when they went on pre-sale.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think I paid more.
People
I
are
think
pissed
I paid more. Yeah.
about it. A lot of people are really mad that they're so cheap, and then people are questioning like, what does this mean for aftershock? Because last year they did the same thing with Golden Sky, and Golden Sky didn't come back this year.
That was trash. I went to Golden Sky. It was not
Aftershock's
worth
not going
it.
anywhere.
Golden Sky sucked. I went last
It
year
did
too.
suck.
It wasn't
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
But I just thought that was pretty interesting. So if you're listening right now and you want to get some aftershock tickets, there's head on over to Costco if you know somebody's got a membership or whatever, and you can get some really cheap tickets. That's a good deal.
Or
really
you
good
could
deal.
Instacart that shit. You don't need a membership
yeah,
to
that's right.
to
Really?
Instacart. At
Wait, are you
Sam's
sure?
or-
I think you still need to have. I thought I needed to put my membership card in, but maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know.
Still, good looking
I thought,
out, Mikey.
I thought you. I'm pretty sure that I. Who cares?
Just fucking Instacart it, whatever. Who cares?
Yeah.
But yeah, so get yourself some tickets. Thank you, Jen. Thank you for
You're
WTF
welcome.
News. Something we have done in a while is listen to people complain about how terrible their life is. For some reason, Ian, like, I don't know if you get off on reading these things or whatever. I mean,
Get
the
off?
internet.
No. Feel better about my life? Yes.
Maybe that's what it is. But
that's
why
fair.
don't you read us some Fuck My Lives today?
Yeah. And just in case you're upset about, I don't know, if we got damn problems coming up
We do.
at some point. So
That'll make you feel
if
better.
you're one of those people that are like, my life is so horrible. Well, listen to these people. Today I had my boyfriend come over for dinner for the first time. It was going all well until my dad started explaining to my boyfriend how to use toilet paper. He even demonstrated it. What conversation were you having where your dad ended up pantomiming how to wipe your ass?
How old are these people? Like, how
I don't know.
how
So
would you
mom's at
explain
the
that?
table and she's like, "Your dad wiped his ass weird," and then the boyfriend's like, "Huh?" And then he's like, "No, I don't. This is how I do
probably what
it."
happened.
Yeah, this guy does
That's
something
probably
weird like that.
you're probably right. I didn't think of it that way, but that's what happened.
Do you guys wipe your ass while you sit down, or do you stand up and wipe your ass?
That is a great question.
I stand up.
I sit.
Oh,
I'm
I
still
sit.
sitting.
I
I'm still
sit,
sitting.
yeah.
I
Okay.
just lean forward. You know, I'm
Yeah.
leaning and then
I sit.
What
Well,
about you?
yeah. It depends on how do I say this?
Say it however you want.
It depends on if it was solid or
The consistency?
liquid. Like
Okay.
if it was liquid, I'm sitting down. But I also don't want to accidentally have my hand go in the bowl, so I stand up to make sure that doesn't happen.
Why would your hand go in the bowl?
Why are you
That's
reaching
way
so
down
far
there.
down, dude?
Sometimes you got to go under to make sure you got all the you obviously
You don't have to go in
front to
that
back.
far.
No,
But
I
every
never
once in a
had
while
that
you got to get under there and be like, make sure I got everything.
I've never
What I
once
do is I
put my
wipe
hand
my
in the water.
ass and then I wait, and I wait about a minute and a half, 2 minutes, just to make sure there's nothing else, and then I go back and boop,
Get
just in
another
case,
little
because you
yeah.
don't want to go back and like, oh my asshole is shit, I need to rewipe.
It's sometimes you just keep wiping and it just keeps going.
I know.
What the fuck
How's
is
there
going
this
on
much
here?
shit in there?
It's not- why is
How
it
did
not
this come out of
stop?
one person?
How is this never ending? Like, it should be done at this point.
Sorry,
What about you,
guys.
Jen?
I had to ask.
Do you stand up or do you sit
No,
down?
I sit. I
All
sit.
right.
I
Oh
sit.
yeah, then you
normal
think
person.
such a good shit, you're like, ooh, even though I wipe my ass, it's time to take a shower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when it's like that.
When it's
Yeah,
like
you're
that,
like,
yeah.
damn.
You ever,
Impromptu shower, been there.
Jen, this is your fault, by the way. You
I know.
ever wipe and nothing is there?
Yeah, ghost
Yeah.
wipes. Yeah.
It feels weird, doesn't it?
It doesn't
This
feel
something's
right.
wrong.
Yeah.
Something's wrong. This isn't good. I'm gonna smell
Then
like
I'll
shit
just,
the
I'll
rest
just,
of the
I'll
day.
just wipe. I'll just double. I'll wipe again just to make
Yeah,
sure. I'm like,
you
there's no
have
fucking
to.
way. Maybe I missed it.
You have to.
Maybe I missed my own asshole. That thing that's been there my entire life. Maybe I missed it.
All right, I'm gonna share something with you.
Oh, shit.
All right, eventually,
do it.
yeah, whatever. I don't care.
This past week, I somehow for like 4 days I had something going on with my stomach, and I don't know what it was. I was at certain days I was shitting 10 times a day.
Oh my God,
boom.
man.
No, I'm not kidding. Like my asshole's sore right now. I would not get it waxed today.
Oh, okay.
There was one day, I've not told anybody this. This is the God's honest truth. Twice in one day, I got shit in my pants.
Oh, here we go.
Oh no.
I got a little bit of shit
That's
in my
not
boxers. No,
You poor thing.
so I washed it.
but
No,
it's
I
just a
washed
little
one.
bit.
Yeah, but then I go in there and I go, well, fuck, I got to put it in the washing machine. And then it happened later in the day. I'm like, fuck, I got to run the washing machine again. It was that bad or whatever I was
terrible.
around that made me shit that much.
Is it you couldn't make it to the bathroom
No.
in time? It just
No,
snuck
because
up
I
on
shit.
you?
Yeah, it was water all week. It was.
God
Yeah, it was
damn
like, so I guess, I don't know what happened, but I
I
guess
want
I
to make
got
fun
some
of you,
kind
but I feel too bad. I'm not.
terrible.
No, you
This
can't.
is
I
a
shit my
horrible
pants
thing.
twice. Last time I shit my pants twice is I was a baby.
Well, I mean, didn't you have shit on your pants at work or something like that?
Yeah, that was
recently?
Yeah.
different. That was
Yeah.
one day, but I only happened once that day. I've never shit in my
well,
pants twice, like just
Yeah.
shit juices.
Oh no.
That's a terrible thing to
Thank
say.
you guys, I appreciate it.
It's okay.
It's
We'll
been a
feel
rough
better.
week. It's been a little
That's
rough
disgusting.
week.
I don't know if any of these fuck my lives are going to be worse than that, but we can try.
Let's throw out a couple of more, and then we'll get over to damn
Yeah.
problems. My God.
Today, imagine your parents saying this. Today, my parents came to visit and spent the whole time pressuring me to ask my doctor for medication to lose weight.
Oh my God, what the fuck?
What? That's fucking horrible.
So mean.
That's horrible.
Today, my sister-in-law pooped with the fucking poop talk.
So much
talk
poop talk.
today.
I haven't even hit the poop talk button.
No.
Here, let me just.
I was gonna
fuck
wait.
it. There you go.
Oh, I can't hear it.
Oh, you can't?
I
No.
can't hear.
You guys can't hear that?
No, we
No,
can't.
it's sad when I can't hear the poop talk.
Yeah.
How about now?
There it is. I was like, I'm not continuing it without this.
There
Today,
you go.
my sister-in-law pooped with the bathroom door open until my husband had to tell her to close it. Then she came out with unwashed hands and started rooting through the cookies. This isn't even the most unhygienic thing she's done today. Well, what's the other one?
What's
Get a new
worse?
sister.
Yeah, I gotta ask. If
a new
you're in there
sister.
shitting and you didn't wash your hands and you're going through my food,
Who shits
What's
with
this?
the door open?
Right?
I do because I live alone. But other than that,
Even then, I never did. I just close the door.
sometimes if I'm already on the toilet and I like most of the time I'm conscious. Like I know I live alone, but I still don't like. Maybe there's a ghost and I don't want the ghost to.
I just like, what if the SWAT team decides to show
Or
up or
yeah,
something like
or
the most
an intruder
outrageous
breaks
thing?
in.
Yeah.
If somebody breaks in trying to steal my TV, I'm like, hey, I'm shitting. Don't open the door.
You're in a very vulnerable position. I
Yeah.
understand.
It's the best
Shut
time to get
fucking
to is
door.
when you're taking a
I
shit.
would say that, except for this week, you posted something to our group that was like, "Good morning." It was me shitting on the toilet.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, do you remember that picture?
I was trying to remember. Was that was at my house or was
Yeah,
that?
I think
in,
it was at your apartment or something. I don't know what it was.
I don't
but
know. Or was it Was it when we were out there? I can't
I don't
remember.
know. Either
How'd
way,
you
it
get
came
that
up.
picture?
It came up in my memories for some
Let's
reason.
put that on a T-shirt.
That's a good. That's a good
I was
idea.
wondering how
It
you
came-
got that picture.
It came up in my Facebook memories, and I was like, "Oh, I got to share this with the group." And for those
So
of you that
funny.
don't, I'm not going to put it up on the screen or anything, but it's the picture of Stroke taking a shit. So
I just don't know how you got that picture.
I don't know either. I don't remember.
All right, I'll leave you guys with this one.
All right.
Today, I knew my girlfriend was having a bad day. I went to bring her frozen yogurt at work because she loves it. When I was in the elevator, I overheard her colleague saying that the reason she was upset was because she had been cheating on her boyfriend with the new intern.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Slut!
Fuck.
That sucks. That'll ruin your day.
That'll
That's
Yeah.
gonna ruin your day.
That'll
Now
ruin
nobody
your
gets frozen yogurt.
No,
He's
now you
fucking
fucking
an
throw
intern.
that
He's
shit
not
on the
e-
ground.
Your intern's not even getting paid.
I know.
Enjoy your life, cunt.
I know. Just
right.
giving away this pussy to some broke ass dude.
Got game.
Anyway.
It's like I can't.
He's probably
take
got
you nowhere,
yeah, maybe he's got
but-
pipe game. Who knows?
Yeah, I know. Like, I can't take you nowhere, but I can dig you down.
Fuck it. And that's all that matters, right? All right, so I was gonna do damn problem, but I kind of want to get into this game that I wanted to play because if we don't have enough time, we could save damn problems for Friday's episode or Thursday's
I've
episode.
got nowhere to be. So
That's
if
true.
we
That's
can
true.
I
Maybe
don't
we'll do
care.
all both. But we'll do both. But we'll do the game first, and then we'll get into damn problems. This new game is called What's Their Damage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play you guys a clip of somebody losing their shit, people arguing, whatever it is, and you're going to tell me why they're fucking mad. I'll give you multiple choices so that you have something to choose from, but feel free to answer and guess right after you hear it if you want to. But I only have 5, so it shouldn't go too long, but they're pretty good. So again, I'm going to play you some audio, and you're going to guess why this person is mad, all right? Here's the first one.
How about this? QR code. You want to see? Call a manager right now?
You want to get knocked out right now, bitch?
No, I don't want to get knocked out.
Because you're being
Get
rude.
out of my face!
Take it back.
Now!
Bobby, you know it. She's being rude. We're not
Why
doing
the hell
that.
are you rude?
You
You're
are.
gonna fucking knock me out!
You are.
Just put your hand.
Wow. She sounds like a bitch.
just fucking said you were going to knock me out.
I'm sorry.
Not only that,
It's
but
so funny
I
to
don't
me.
mean bitch like an angry person. I mean she sounds like a bitch like you would call somebody who just whines.
She does seem like sort of a
Yeah.
bitch.
Yeah.
All right, so based on that audio, I'm going to give you guys your choices here, and you can choose which one you think why these people were losing their shit. Was
Actually,
it
can I
A-
guess first?
Sure, go right ahead.
Because I think though she mentioned QR code at the beginning. I think she needed to scan a QR code to get the menu, which I fucking hate.
Oh,
I
like
hate
in a
kids-
restaurant.
yeah, I hate that
Oh,
shit.
Okay, that's a good guess. Anybody else want to guess before you get the multiple choice? No.
Give us
I'll take
options.
choices.
All right, here's your choices. Choice A, is it a woman who's tried to bring her dog into a store and refused to leave when the employees told her to leave? Is it B, a guy got caught stuffing granola bars into his cargo shorts and then started screaming with other people around? because he's saying he was being entrapped. C, is it 2 customers were fighting over a save spot in a checkout line? Or is it D, a woman knocked over a product display and blamed the staff for setting a trap?
I think C.
I want to go D because it's funny.
I'm also going to go C.
You guys, what'd you say? I'm sorry, Stroke. Which one did you pick?
D.
D, and you guys both picked C.
Yeah.
The answer is none of those. The answer is actually A. A woman tried to bring her dog in there, and the other lady was like, you can't bring your dog in here. And then the lady's like, I can do whatever I want to. And she's like, no, you need to scan the thing, and you need to do this. And then they started fighting.
Jesus Christ.
The video was actually really fucking funny. Number 2 on why are these people losing their shit or whatever I just called this game. What's their damage? Here you go. Actually, I'll give you a little bit of a thing. This guy is in an Apple store. That's all you're going to get. This guy's inside of an Apple store.
Why the fuck are you dragging me? He said I'm allowed to shop here. He said I'm allowed to fucking shop here, alright? I didn't do anything. I thought I didn't do anything. Fuck you. Can't pull me out, alright? I have the fucking right to shop here. I didn't do shit, alright? What the fuck did I do? What the fuck did I do? What did I do, huh? I didn't do anything. I swear to God.
He didn't do anything. He swears to God. He swears to God.
I think he was trying to watch
anything.
porn on the Apple computers.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I think he's pissed because his warranty, he didn't get that extended warranty. He's like,
That's a
I
good
got
one,
the
too.
fucking warranty trying to bring that bitch back.
That's a good one, too. Jen, would you like to take a guess, or do you want to hear the multiple choices? This
I
guy
like that
lost his
high
shit.
pitch. That high pitch at the end.
Yeah.
I think he was
losing
getting caught trying to steal something.
Oh, that's a good
Okay.
one.
Yeah.
None of those are right. He didn't do any of those
Damn it.
things. But your choices are either was he A, he got kicked out for yelling at staff after they refused to fix his phone without an appointment. Was it B, he showed up barefoot, refused to leave, and demanded a free charger for the inconvenience? What the fuck? C, he tried to return a phone clearly smashed by a hammer and said that it arrived that way. Or D, he was told the Genius Bar was fully booked for the day and accused them of discrimination.
A.
C.
A.
The hammer thing.
The answer is actually A. Congratulations, guys. He got kicked out for yelling at the staff. They refused to fix his phone without an appointment. This guy lost his shit. That doesn't tell you that there's clearly a mental problem here in America. I don't know what does.
For sure.
He was fucking screaming.
So I
And
got
that clip went on, by the way, for like 5 minutes. I chopped it all up. Yeah.
So I got it's not, I guess the new iPhone is out now, but I got the one, it was new a couple
Like the
months
16?
ago.
Yeah.
You know what pissed me off at Apple? They don't even give you
What?
the box to fucking charge your phone anymore. They give you the
no,
cord.
they give you the cord.
Give me the
That's it.
goddamn box.
Yeah,
Let
they
me
don't give
charge
you
the
nothing.
motherfucker. Maybe my first iPhone.
They don't give you shit, man. You got to buy
Really?
everything. Yeah.
That's
Give
how
me
they
a
get
fucking
you.
cheaping box, you pieces of shit.
Fucking Android doesn't give you a fucking little box either. They just give you the cord.
My phone came with a box.
Mine didn't. It came with. It came in a box, but it didn't
Yeah.
come. When I got an Android, I got an Android a while ago, and it actually was given to me, but it didn't come with. It
Yeah.
didn't come with the plug. I don't
It's
know.
stupid. It's so
Yeah, that's
fucking
But it is
stupid.
stupid.
That's stupid.
It was really dumb.
That's just them trying to make you buy extra shit, man. They've been
But
doing
that's
it forever.
true. They do that, and then they want you to buy Apple specific things because if you use a different version, it's going to fuck your phone up or whatever, which is not true.
Not true at all.
Shit. Number 3 on this list of what's their damage. I'm just going to play this clip for you. Here you go.
Clearly, you was just. I have you on camera. I have you. Bro, I'm not even playing. I'm not playing. Get the fuck in the car. I am not playing with you. Get the fuck in your car. I'm not fucking playing with you.
Okay, so she's not playing.
She's
She's
definitely
not
not
fucking
playing.
playing with you.
She's not playing with you.
She got him on camera doing. Maybe he was getting his dick sucked.
Ooh, that's a good guess.
I don't know.
Nice.
I want
You
that
guys-
on a shirt. I ain't playing with you.
I ain't playing with you. Just putting out that damn show. I ain't playing with you. Here's your choices. Is it A, she got mad because someone was recording her for parallel parking or while she was parallel parking?
It's embarrassing.
Yeah. B, a panhandler asked her for money and she flipped out when they wouldn't leave. C, a guy spit near her window while vaping and she fucking lost it. Or D, a trans person walked up to her in a Walgreens drive-through line before the store opened and started some shit.
D.
I'm gonna go C again.
What was A again?
A was she got mad because someone was recording her while she was parallel parking.
I'll just be different. Go A.
You go A. Well, Jen, you got it. This was a trans guy was parked behind her in line while they were waiting for the pharmacy drive-through to open up, and he was mad that she wasn't moving. She's like, "It's closed. It won't even. Where do you want me to go? I'm just waiting." And he's like, "You need to get the fuck out of the way." And she's like, she was very calm at first until he would not leave her car, and then
That pissed me off too.
Get the fuck away! Anyway, it's funny. Shit made me laugh. Yeah. Here's fourth one right here. What's her damage?
I don't play with a motherfucking man. A man is not gonna play with me. You gonna play with me, bitch. You gonna play with me, bitch.
You gonna play with me,
bitch.
She's saying pound me?
You gonna play with me, bitch, now. Cause one thing about it, I don't play with no mother. Don't touch me.
Don't touch me.
Don't touch me.
Well, alrighty then.
If you want to take a guess, you can. I could just give you your multiple choice.
Yeah.
Multiple choices on this one are A, she got hit in a fender bender and she tried to claim whiplash while screaming at the driver. B, she hit another car, tried to flee, then pulled a gun to get away. C, she was caught on camera keying someone's car and flipped out when they confronted her. Or D, she backed into a parking pole, blamed the lot owner, and started shouting legal threats. And you obviously heard everything she said.
C.
B.
Yeah, I'm going to go B. That's what I was thinking.
B and C, well, you guys are all wrong. The answer is A. She got into a fender bender. Then she was going to try to get away, and the guy stopped her. She pulled out a gun, and she started screaming at everybody.
Oh, my God.
She don't play. She don't play with no man.
She don't play.
She don't play with no man. All right, last one real quick here. What's their damage? Here we go.
You're a newbie. Earn some fucking respect, earn some fucking rules, and learn how this fucking building works. Because you've been nothing but rude since day one, and you've been pissing on everybody's fucking parade.
Pissing on everybody's parade. Why is that guy mad? What is his fucking damage?
Pissing on everyone's parade. I'm gonna write that down.
Let me give you your choices here. What's his damage? Is it A, she slammed the door in his face?
Okay.
B, she took the last parking spot, and he's been in the building resenting her ever since. For weeks. C, he lives in her building and is pissed that she won't date him. Or D, she complained to the landlord about his loud music and he decided to confront her directly.
Ooh.
I think it's that last one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go D.
D. Stroke.
The one about she's in the building.
Oh, okay. So the lost the parking spot or slammed the door. Anyway, you're all wrong. It doesn't matter. The actual answer is that he's pissed off. Again, this is a 10-minute argument of him yelling at her while she's trying to leave the building because of C, she would not go on a date with him.
What a douchebag.
What a fucking pussy.
Berates her, goes off, on and on and on. It was just fucking crazy. But yeah, so that guy, there you go.
You vagina.
This week's new game, what's their damage? You guys want to do one damn problem real quick before we wrap up this episode? I think we can squeeze one in.
Pick me a good one.
Yeah, I'm going to pick a really good one. Let's go with, because there's 3 here. I think I'm going to do, let's go with this one. This is about a kid, so maybe we can help this mom out here. I'm not going to play the intro. We'll just get right into this. Hey, guys, I'm a mom of 3, and my oldest is 15 years old who recently came out as non-binary. They asked me to start using the they/them pronouns, and they gave themselves a totally new name, and they want the mom and dad to use this new name that they picked out themselves. The mom says, I love them, I support them, I told them that, but the truth is I don't fully get it. I still slip up constantly. I keep saying she and using their old name without meaning to. I feel like I'm walking on eggshells around them, and I can tell that they're getting frustrated with me. And the hardest part is when I talk to my family. My mom refuses to acknowledge it. My husband says he's trying, but you can tell he thinks it's just a phase. And I'm stuck in the middle trying to keep the peace, not screw this whole thing up. Anyway, I'm scared that if I say the wrong thing, I'll lose them. Am I a bad parent for struggling with this? No. That's the question.
No, you're not a bad parent. You've given life to this being, and for the last, was it 15 years old? Is that what she said?
Yeah, 15.
For the last 15 years of your life, you've watched this daughter of yours grow into this person, and I don't think you should feel bad for having struggling with it at all.
I don't think so either.
It's gotta be difficult in general, but for both sides.
It's a brand new thing that you're having to do. Yeah, it's brand new for you. I mean, but you got at least reassure them that, you're trying.
Yeah.
Let me ask you guys this. Do you think teens know enough about themselves to make this identity change?
No,
nope.
I don't.
There's too much of social media putting bullshit out there.
I think so too. I just think your brain's not even fully developed, and I'm not trying to belittle them or hurt them in any way. And obviously, if they're going through something like this, they're struggling and they're having some issues that they got to deal with. So I mean, that's rough, but I just don't know that you should be making those sort of decisions. Like, hopefully this person isn't taking like hormone therapy pills or anything like that, because that's life-changing shit that can ruin your life. And then maybe 10, 15 years from now, you decide you're not that anymore. I don't know.
It's such a permanent solution.
It is.
To
it really is.
When you're that young. I certainly didn't know who the fuck I was at 15 years old.
No, none of us do, right?
Yeah. I mean, be supportive. That's the best thing you could do. Be supportive.
Well, I knew I was want to be a man, and I wanted some pussy. That's what I knew I wanted.
I knew I wanted to get laid too at 15. I think that's all I wanted to do at that age. That's it. That's all I cared about. Then I had a kid 2 years later.
I wasn't around all this social media trying to tell me maybe you're not who you are. It's like it's a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
I think that's a fair point too, because there is, when you're that young, your brain is still developing. You're still trying to learn and figure out who you are. You can get confused by things you're seeing in the media.
Sure.
Not saying that you're being brainwashed or whatever. I just feel like you could see all this stuff and maybe you want to fit in. Maybe you're somebody who doesn't have a whole lot of friends, and this will give you attention. I'm not, again,
influenced.
Yes.
You're being influenced. We're all being influenced all the time, regardless of what it is.
Welcome to 1990 when Jerry Springer was on, and we all looked and go, what the fuck? And now look at reality.
Ian, you haven't said a single word about this, but I see your face though. I'm just curious what your thoughts are.
I think you're all wrong. Social media has nothing to do with this, because transgenderism has been around since the Roman Empire. It's just more in your face now because the news says that it is, and transgender population among teens is 0.001%. It's less than you think. It's just what the news wants you to. So, no, y'all keep being wrong about the subject instead of just, hey, mom, just keep reassuring that your kid that you're trying, and if this is a phase, it'll go away, and if not, then that's who they are. This has nothing to do with us.
How's any of us wrong when we all said to support the kid?
No, I'm not saying that part. I'm the part about social media influencing all these decisions. No, it's not.
Yes, it's not. That's where you're. I'm going to say I have to tell you you're 100% wrong, because you're telling me that there's been, and I know you think that it's very little. It is a very little amount. Hell, transgender is such a small part of our population. If it's such a small part of our population, why is it so prominent in the media? Why is Disney putting it in their movies? Why is it all over social media? There is something there's a reason for it, and it is influencing kids. And
what movie was it in?
Well, for one, is in fucking Shrek. That's one. If you want me to give you that example, there's a transgender bartender in Shrek.
She wasn't transgender. She was an ugly stepsister, and that's DreamWorks, not Disney.
Well, what the fuck ever. You get what I'm saying? Like you're just splitting hairs. And it wasn't. It was one of the sisters. It was a dude. That's a dude. That was literally
the ugly stepsister. You want to watch the movie?
No,
we can have a movie night if you want.
Yeah, I would love to, actually. We can have a movie night, and we could talk about that. But that's just one example since you asked, and I can't think of the other ones. But, I'm sorry, the not Toy Story. It wasn't transgender, but there was the lesbian couple in the Buzz Lightyear movie.
Yeah.
So my point in that is there's no reason to put any sort of sexual anything in kids' movies at all. Like, there's just no reason for that. Like, even Snoop Dogg was like, my grandkid was like, why, how did these two ladies have a baby? I don't understand. Or maybe it was two dudes. I don't know. I didn't see the movie. And Snoop was like, I had to try to explain to them. And I just said, just watch the movie. The media influences everybody in every way. So if a kid is seeing constantly on TikTok or whatever it is, all these people coming out and their algorithm is geared towards that stuff, maybe they've watched a couple of videos and now that's all they're seeing, that's definitely going to influence them. Just like music influences people, just like movies influence people, just like the news influences people. To say that it doesn't is crazy. But
I didn't say that it doesn't.
Yeah, you did. But it's also a valid point to say that transgenderism, I don't know if transgenderism has been around since whenever the fuck you said medieval times, but what probably has been around for a long time is cross-dressing. And there's a little bit of a difference, or what's it, when people dress up like women and
Drag.
Drag, thank you.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of it.
Yeah,
Drag has been around for a very long time, and that actually started a long, long time ago when men were the only people that were allowed to be in plays, and they needed men to dress as women. So, I mean, we could split these hairs and talk about all this different stuff, but to say that media doesn't influence people is insane.
Yeah.
Because it does. But I do agree in your sense that your kids kids go through things, and maybe it's a phase, and maybe it's not, and maybe it's who it is, and you just love your kid.
Yeah. Unconditionally.
Unconditionally. Love your kid.
Yeah, always.
So that's what we tell this lady. Just love your kid. Do the best you can. And like Ian said, make sure they know that you're doing the best you can.
Yeah.
Although I hate that that grandma wants nothing to do with this for
that makes me sad.
Kids need their grandparents.
They do. It's so important, that relationship. Like, I don't know what I would do without my mother-in-law and like my Nana and their relationship with my kids is so huge, impactful to their lives.
I think I'd be like the husband is. I think I'd be like, it's a phase. I think they'll probably grow out of it.
But
that's how I would probably be.
Even though you fully believe that this is a phase, would you still go along with it just to support them, or would you be like,
kid.
or would you be like, would you fucking grow up?
No, it's my kid, so I have to support them.
Then dad's got to get with the program too.
Yeah.
Even though in the back of your head you're like the kid might grow out of it. It might be just a confusing time, because when you're a teenager, it's a confusing time.
Yeah.
For every teenager.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying too. And then to have all this potential social media stuff influencing you, it can even be more confusing, which really sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it can absolutely destroy somebody not having parental support.
Yeah.
Agreed. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So it's important that you support your kid. Well, that's it for today. That's all I got, you guys. We got to get a lot to do for the rest of the day. I want to go. I want to leave. I have other things I got to get done. So anyway, I'm sorry. Anyway, thanks for listening, everybody. Make sure you, and I didn't say this at the top of the show, or maybe I did. I don't know. Green Frog Delivery, they're a sponsor of this show. Make sure you hit them up. Use promo code DAMNIT to save 20% on your order. Make sure you hit up the Infusion Tap Room in Lincoln. They support the show as well. So thank you guys. We appreciate you. Like, follow, subscribe on Spotify. I said this on Facebook too, man. It is a big deal for you guys to listen to the show and subscribe on Spotify. If you want to be a freeloader or whatever, that's fine, but use Spotify. I know we're everywhere, but if you want to help this show, it matters if you use Spotify. It makes a difference. I know Ian's like, why? And I'll tell you why.
Yeah, I was about to say, explain.
Because if we want to monetize the show and make money off of it, we pretty much all of our numbers have to come from Spotify.
Right. Okay.
So we have to hit a certain threshold, and so I'm just trying to get everyone. Don't listen on iHeart or whatever. Listen on Spotify if you can. Don't listen on Apple. Listen on Spotify. It'll help us. So
that's what I do. Spotify's easy.
Spotify,
super easy.
Because I didn't have an iPhone at the time, and so I couldn't have Apple Music or whatever. I've just been a Spotify listener for like 10 years or whatever, just because it's easy. It's easier and it's more recognizable, and we want to make some money.
Yeah, and then there's that. So support the show the best way you can. NTDS.com, man. Don't forget, or nottds.com. Join Patreon. Leave us a confession. Basically, all the things you need for the show are there. That's it, man. Stay safe. Stay weird. And remember, question everything.
Do you want me to go next?
I can just end it.
Okay, we really got to establish the order from now on.
Yeah, I thought it was Stroke and then me and then Ian.
So whatever you guys want to say, I don't care. I can just end the show.
Goodbye.
Everybody love everybody.
Bye.
Everybody love everybody.
Hey, this was really fun. We hope you liked it too.
You know, we've had a lot of laughs tonight.
Seems like we've just begun when suddenly we're through.
But I'll tell you what's not funny.
Goodbye, goodbye, good friends, goodbye.
Killing strippers.
'Cause now it's time to go.
Strippers are people too. Naked people who may be willing to pleasure you for a price you negotiate later behind the curtain at a VIP room.
We'll see you very soon, I know.
Besides, there's no need to kill them.
Very soon, I know.
Because most of them are already dead inside.
Goodbye.
Good night, everyone.
Goodbye, good friends, goodbye.